So I was hoping that today I would show you guys the old Army surplus store that I bought, but for some reason the keys I have don't work to get inside. It's going to be a really cool video coming up here probably in the next couple days. So if you have time, go check that out when we drop the video. But everybody, oh my gosh, has been calling me, not calling me, but sending messages into my YouTube channel about the trailer park. So instead of doing a walkthrough on an old abandoned surplus store, we're going to do a real quick video update, or maybe a really long video update, depending on how much trouble I get in on the trailer park finally. Because stuff's actually going around pretty good, I guess. I mean, it's slower than I want it to be, but the thing is, stuff is happening, which is good. So it's slow, but good things are happening. On a very odd note, and this is really weird, guys. I had somebody message me and said, "Oh, I love your YouTube channel. I see that you're in Central Southern Ohio. If I can ever help you out, let me know." And my response to those kinds of questions are usually, "Yeah, well, that's nice. I'm glad you're watching. I don't know." But long story short, he lives like 5 minutes away from my trailer park. I thought, well, okay. And I said, "So, what can you do?" And he says, "I like hauling trash." I thought, well, that's something that I can't have somebody use for, because the farmer that we had hired, the very well-known farmer, it is December the 20th today. He was supposed to have all the trash out of the trailer park October the 1st. So that's what, 75 days he hasn't got it. I mean, he's done 10 truckloads of trash, compensated very well for it, and it's still not done. So I've kind of said, all right, and I hate to do this to the guy specifically because he's so well known, but I really have to cut my losses, unfortunately, and say, all right, all the money that essentially was paid to you, we're going to want back, because you didn't fulfill your end of the bargain and clean out the trailer park. He's taken 10 loads out of 20 over a course of 75 days, but honestly, he hasn't been out there probably in a month and a half, and I've been so busy with getting trailers installed that it's just, oh my gosh, it's crazy. But unfortunately, that's kind of what happens when you are in real estate and you have to hire people. It's a very important thing to get a good team together for your trailer park, or for your, doing your rehab, rather than a bad team. So now I might have a trash guy I can call for excess. I even own my own trash hauling equipment, but we're so busy with everything else, I haven't gone to it. And essentially what I would pay internally to get the trash hauled off is what I'm paying this guy. So far so good from some guy from YouTube, which is interesting. I couldn't record it because of privacy laws in the state of Ohio. But the little boy that took all that money from me, he was just outside the laundromat. He had not gone inside because he's banned on the premises, and he stopped and flagged me down and asked me, or no, he told me, "I'm never going to take money from you again," thinking that I had only seen him take money from me like a month ago. Not the 2 other times that we talked about on the YouTube channel. And of course, I haven't put my play button up yet. Oh, that's upside down. I have not put my YouTube play button up yet, and he saw it sitting on my passenger seat. He's like, "You're on YouTube?" And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "Unfortunately, you're a popular character on my channel because you're doing the wrong thing." And he admitted to me, this is how bad it is in Southern Ohio, guys. He's like 13 years old, and he said, "Well, don't tell my mom," which I'm sorry, bud. He said, "Don't tell my mom, but I was high with my friend. And that's why we took money from you, because we were high." A 13, 14-year-old boy is trying to say I was ran out of storage. It stopped. But a 13 or 14-year-old boy is telling me that his excuse for stealing from me is him and his friend were high. That's the kind of environment that people are dealing with. And I said, "Look, bud," and I used his name. He has never told me his name, but I have his name. And I said, "Look, bud." I didn't say bud, I said his name. I said, "Look, you haven't told me your name. I know your name. You have people in your community, in your neighborhood, elderly men and women who are calling me and telling me that you're robbing and you're stealing money from my laundromat. I said, you have people that care about you enough to call me about it. He says, no, I don't. I said, no, look, I had some lady call me at 10:30 at night crying her eyes out because she's afraid that you're going to end up in jail or dead. That she's going to see you in the newspaper in a ditch lying down, dead. And you've got people in your life trying to get you on the straight and narrow. And I said, I'm trying to give you good quality advice, how to make your life better. And here you are, you're blaming it on drugs because you were high with your friend and that's why you wanted to take money from me. And then the conversation continues on. I said, look, you're trying to provide excuses and you've already proven to me. I know the dates. Tuesday, we had this nice discussion because I posted that Wednesday on my YouTube channel. The day after, 2 days after, because it was over Thanksgiving, you came in with your friend and you took money from me. And I told you not to come back over the intercom system. And then you came back the day else and completely cleaned out the machine. And he said, well, I hope you don't call the cops. And I said, I've already done that. I told you that I was going to download the video from my system and turn you in. And it's just, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do it. And then he looks over and guess what he sees on my passenger seat? He sees my YouTube play button. And he says, oh, you're a YouTuber? And I said, yeah, The Adventures of a Laundromat Owner, where kids steal his money. And he looks at me real weird. And I said, yeah, I have one of the largest YouTube channels in Southern Ohio, and you're a character in my show, and not a good character. You got a lot of people that care about you. And you're doing, he said, well, I'm going to move to Columbus soon. Like, I tried to explain to him, and he just doesn't get it. I said, look, bud, you're lying to me just nonstop. And there's nothing you say at this point that I can take as the truth. The only thing I can know is not to believe a single word you say and tell you what I know to be the truth, which is you're really screwing up. So there's the answer for everybody that wants to know about the little boy. He blamed it on being high, and I really hope he watches this, because I told him, I said, if you really want to find out, I covered up my my investment join name. And I said, if you really want to find out the show that I'm on, I'm sure you can. But you'll have to put some effort forward. So if you're watching this, little boy, and you know who you are, there's a lot of people in your life that care about you, and you're screwing up, and you need to get on the straight and narrow. So, and that's what I told you 10 minutes ago. But here's a reminder for 118,000 subscribers on Brandon's YouTube channel. Now on to the trailer park. I don't know if we've talked about it, but my trailer park is very conveniently located off a major thoroughfare right between a church and an adult bookstore. So this is prime real estate for any local resident in this area. But at any rate, we've made a lot of freaking progress. Going into the trailer park, it was one of those things where I wasn't 100% sure how it would work out. When I go into new projects, it's usually a thing where I find, there's things that were easy about it and things that were way harder than I would have ever imagined. The easy thing here was to buy all these other trailers. I'll point them out. That one's new, that one's new, that one's new. These are all my $2,000 trailers. That one's new, that one's new, that one's new, new. I mean, I want to say I have 24 trailers in here now. And we've just got to get them installed, which is kind of a hindrance I'm having to really deal with right now. This lot here was up to the roof peak, or almost roof level, last time we were through here. And the guy off YouTube has cleaned it up. I think he said he has 3 trailer loads just with that pile, but he's raking it. This is a new trailer. They actually pulled out their trailer. Everybody here, after I took it over, said that they're going to pull theirs out. Almost all these are new installs. We had these 2 stripped out as far as trash goes. This is the one I caught the guy stealing stuff out of. I don't think we've had more metal theft here. I get so aggravated and angry about things that are going on because these people are stealing money for me and my investors, which reflects very negatively on the future tenants. And it's just such a bad situation. You know, how many people on YouTube and the internet say, well, if you're trailer trash, you're just going to be trailer trash for the rest of your life. And I try not to believe that. I really want to be the kind of guy that says, you know, I can turn a physical piece of real estate around. I can turn a neighborhood around if you get the right people in it. You get some investment money, you get motivated people staying on the right side, add in some security and monitoring. I think that you can turn a neighborhood around. But the struggle is so difficult to get things fixed, and it's why people and investors don't want to touch these things. Because, you know, on one end, are they correct that it's hard to fix? Oh my gosh, yes. But then on the other end, it's doable, but you have to have access to capital, and you have to have a really good plan. And I'd like to think, you know, when Meet Kevin was here, you know, you read through his comments and it's 50-50. Half the people say this project and this trailer park just can't be saved. You might as well just burn down all the trailers. And then the other people say, the other half say, I think Brandon's got the right idea here with these trailers. See, they got some trash back there. I think Brandon's got the right idea that he can save this trailer park, that he can create affordable housing. And I know these trailers look dumpy as it stands now. I talked to my partner, and we've got about another, I want people to hear this. Hold on. But I've got another $150,000 to spend about on just fixing things up. That's excluding all the trailers that are brought in. So $150,000 just of extras and goodies and stuff. We have a budget for each trailer to fix up the outside and the inside to make them look nice. And based on the quotes I'm getting, I think that we can complete it. But it's definitely a struggle. Oh my gosh. Have you guys seen the warehouse? This is a warehouse. It's 4,000 or 5,000 square feet. And right over here is US 23. You want to see my poo plant? Have we talked about the poo plant and why people don't want to buy trailer parks? If you own a property in a rural neighborhood, it's you typically have to run your own private wastewater treatment facility. And it can be very, very difficult to get the licenses. Oh, cool. They've cleaned up my thing, my dumpster a good bit. But this is my poop plant over here. And this is the dumpster, one of the dumpsters for the trailer park. And look at all the trash everywhere, guys. Isn't it wonderful? But this is kind of what I deal with. Those things where everybody says, you know, Brandon, there's a lot easier ways to make $1, but I feel like I'm doing something good for the community. I feel like I can go to sleep happy at night, feeling like I'm making people's lives a little bit better, even though I get a dozen complaints every week on YouTube about being a slumlord and this terrible human being. But I hope you guys see that I'm trying to do this transparency thing where you guys can see what it's like being a real estate investor. Like I told Meet Kevin, I should be able to put $1 million in my pocket after this is all said and done. Once we get the trailer park up and running, I forecast between $25,000 and $30,000 a month revenue out of the trailer park, $10K cost basis. So I'm planning on netting $20,000 a month off this deal. We're getting management set up soon, I hope, so that I can take a lot of the management off of my shoulders and have somebody help me with that. And then I figure, you know, $250,000 a year net. And then if I hit my numbers right, we can do a cash out refinance and get $2 to $3 million off of it. So that's kind of the situation. Do me a favor, like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate everybody watching. We did the story and the situation, for better or for worse, with the boy that's been taken from the laundromat. I think I started the video off with that. I also did another video on the military surplus store I bought, which is kind of an interesting thing. So Be sure to watch my videos when you have time. Like, subscribe. I appreciate every one of you for watching. Thank you.